Imagine this. You wake up one morning, step outside your cabin, and see a pig rooting through your garden. Not just nibbling, destroying months of food. You grab a rifle. One shot, the pig drops. And that single gunshot nearly starts a war between the United States and the British Empire. This is not a joke. This actually happened. It's 1859, on the San Juan Islands, a foggy cluster of land between modern-day Washington state and Canada. The problem is, no one can agree who actually owns these islands. The border treaty between the US and Britain was written vaguely, one sentence. Two interpretations, and both sides quietly moved settlers in, hoping facts on the ground would settle it later. That's where the pig comes in. The pig belonged to the Hudson's Bay Company, a British trading powerhouse. The man who shot it was an American farmer named Lyman Cutler. When the British demanded compensation, Cutler refused. Words were exchanged, threats followed, and suddenly, this wasn't about a pig anymore. American settlers panicked and called for military protection. US Army troops arrived, planted flags, and dug in. The British responded by sailing warships into the harbor, massive, black-hulled symbols of imperial power, their cannons pointed directly at the shoreline. For weeks, soldiers stared each other down across muddy fields and cold water. One nervous trigger pull could have ignited a full-scale war. Officers reportedly begged their men not to fire first. Everyone knew how absurd this was, and how easily absurdity could turn into catastrophe. Historians later noted the dark irony. Tens of thousands had died in recent wars, but here, the only casualty was a pig. Eventually, cooler heads prevailed. Commanders agreed to a joint military occupation to rival armies sharing the same island, awkwardly coexisting, sometimes even socializing while diplomats argued across oceans. The standoff lasted 13 years. In 1872, an unlikely referee settled the dispute, Kaiser Wilhelm I of Germany, who ruled in favor of the United States. British troops quietly left. No shots fired, no glory claimed, just silence and relief. Today the San Juan Islands are peaceful. Tourists hike the hills where cannons once stood ready. And the pig war survives as a strange reminder that history doesn't always hinge on grand speeches or heroic battles. Sometimes, the fate of nations balances on something small, stupid, and completely human, like a hungry pig in the wrong garden.